Hello children, welcome to Math Park. Today we are going to have third exercise of chapter 1, Rational and Irrational Numbers, class 9 ICSE. So children, each and every question is going to be solved over here. So if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like the video, please share with your friends, and new to the channel, please subscribe. So here we start with the first question, and the question says, state with reasons which of the following are surds and which are not. We already have learned how it is being, how do we write surd? So this is a root of 180. So here it is root means power of the surd is 2 here. So we write it as 180 raised to 1 by 2. Okay, where this is called a radicand, this is the radical and this is the power or a root of a power of the surd. Now, if this radicand is a positive rational number, then we say that it is a surd. Now, here I have solved in a different way. So we can split 180 as 36 into 5. 36, the square root is 6, so we get 6 root 5. And 6 root 5 is of course a surd because 5 is a positive rational number. The radicand is a positive rational number here. So therefore it is a surd. The next question again, we have fourth root of 27. So this 27 can be split as 3 into 3 into 3, right? So 3 again here, it is fourth root. So it is fourth root of 3 cube. So only looking at this itself, since it is a positive rational number, the radicand is a positive rational number, we can say that fourth root of 27 is a surd. Okay, it is a surd. Then state with reasons which of the following, again, the third part, root of 128. Yes, 128. 128 is a positive rational number, so therefore it is going to be a surd. We find the prime factorization of 128 and we find it as it is 2 to the power 7. So fifth root of 2 to the power 7. And when we expand it further, we find it as it is 2 times fifth root of 4. So fifth root of 4, if I say, it is 4 to the power 1 by 5. So therefore it is a surd. Okay, it is 2 and 4 raised to 1 by 5. So yes, it is a surd again. So again, the next part of this, cube root of 64. Cube root of 64. We have learned cubes and cube roots. Cube root of 64 is a 4. So it is a rational number. So it is not a surd. It is an integer. Okay, so therefore it is not a surd. So root sign has to be there. So cube root of 25 into cube root of 40 is cube root of 25 times 40, which is cube root of 1000. And when we solve this cube root of, find the cube root of 1000 is 10, which is an integer, and therefore it is not a surd. Right? So this is not a surd. So when you look at, immediately looking at the root sign, you can think that it is a surd. No, you have to expand it further. Okay, when you expand it further, when you solve it further, we come to an integer. So therefore it is not a surd. The next part, cube root of minus 125. Yes, minus. So it is not a positive rational number. So it is not going to be a surd. So remember what are surds in that video I have said. So it is cube root of minus 25. When I simplify, cube root of negative is always negative. So we get minus 5, which is an integer. Therefore, cube root of minus 25, 125 is not a surd. The next part, cube root of 5. Yes, it is clearly a surd. So sorry, square root of 5 is a surd. Root of root is always a surd, remember. And again, root of root is always a surd. So this is also a surd. Let us move on to the next part. It is root of 360 into root of 15, which is root of 360 times 15. When we expand it further, we find it as, when we find the prime factorization of 360 and 15, we can see that when it comes pair of 3, so 3 comes out. Out of these two, this 2 has come out. Out of these 2, 5, this 5 has come out, right? And then what is left here? This 2 into 3. So that is how this is 3 into 2 into 5 into root 6, which is 3 2s are 6, 6 5s are 30 root 6. And yes, it is a surd, since there is a root and this is a positive rational number inside the root. 15th root of 16 divided by 12th root of 12. So this is 15th root of 16 divided by 12th root of 12. Yes, it is a third. Again, you can say this is a positive rational number under the root. The radicand is a positive rational number, therefore it is a third. We start with the second question. Write the lowest rationalizing factor of the given irrational number. So 5 root 2. So how can this be? How can we rationalize this number? To rationalize this number, we have to multiply this by root 2. So this is how, when we multiply by root 2, 5 root 2 into root 2 into root 2 is 2. This root 2 into root 2 we get 2 and 5 into 2 is 10. So this is the rational number. So therefore you can say that root 2 is the rationalizing factor of the given irrational number. Root of 24. So root of 24, when we expand, find the prime factorization, it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So it is 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24. So when this comes out of the root, so this goes out, it becomes 2, and 2 into 3 is 6, so 2 root 6. So now to rationalize this root 6 has to be multiplied by root 6. Only then this becomes a rational number. So root 6 into root 6 is 6, and 2 into 6 is 12, and 12 is a rational number. So thus the rationalizing factor of root 24 is root 6. People usually think that root 24, so straight away they will multiply by root 24 and you will get it rationalized. But no, you are asked to find the lowest rationalizing factor. So therefore you have to simplify this and find out the lowest rationalizing factor of given irrational number. The next part here, so it is root 5 minus 3. So the conjugate, that means you just have to change sign. So root 5 minus 3 should be multiplied by root 5 plus 3. Now we have the identity a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. So it is root 5 minus 3 into root 5 plus 3 is root 5 square minus 3 square, which is 5 minus 9, that is minus 4, and minus 4 is a rational number. So therefore the lowest rationalizing factor is root 5 minus root 5 minus 3 is root 5 plus 3, which is the conjugate. Conjugate meaning we just change the sign of the number in between this. Okay. 7 minus root 7. Yes, it is going to be 7 plus root 7. So multiplying by 7 plus root 7, again we get 7 square minus root 7 square. 7 square is 49. 49 minus 7 is 42. We got a rational number. So this is how the rationalizing factor of 7 minus root 7 is 7 plus root 7. Root 18 minus root 50. Let us simplify this further. We want to find the lowest rationalizing factor, right? So root 3 into 2. 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18. When it comes out, it is going to be 3 root 2. Root 5, under root 5 into 5 into 2. 5 5 are 25, 25 2 are 50. So out of this 5, 1 5 comes out. Out of these 3, 1 3 comes out. So this becomes 3 root 2 minus 5 root 2. And then 3 root 2 minus 5 root 2 is minus 2 root 2. So we simply add the coefficients of this. 3 minus 5 is minus 2. And the rationalizing factor is going to be root 2 here, right? Because we have to get rid of this root. So when we multiply by root 2, minus 2 root 2 into root 2, root 2 into root 2 is 2, and minus 2 into 2 is minus 4, which is a rational number. And that is how the lowest rationalizing factor of root 18 minus root 50 is root 2. Clear? The next, root 5 minus root 2, it is going to be a conjugate. So simply plus sign in between and you have to multiply. So a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So which we get at root 5 square is 5. 5 minus root 2 square is 2, which is 3, is a rational number. So the rationalizing factor of root 5 minus root 2 is root 5 plus 2. So just we need to change the sign, remember. That is called the conjugate. The next question in this, root 13 plus 3. So it is going to be root 13 minus 3. Again, identity a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Root 13 square is 13 and 3 square is 9. 13 minus 9 is 4. It is a rational number. So therefore, the rationalizing factor is root 13 minus 3. Correct? The next, 15 minus 3 root 2, again a conjugate. Now we can take common here. So if we take common, here we will be getting 3 in bracket 5 minus root 2. So instead we can just change the sign and multiply by the conjugate. Doing that, we get 15 square minus 3 root 2 square. 15 square is 225. 3 root 2 square, 3 square is 9, and 9 into 2 is going to be 18. 225 minus 18 is 207, which is a rational number. Therefore, the rationalizing factor is 15 plus 3 root 2. Now, in this 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3, it is going to be conjugate again. So 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3, multiply a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. 3 root 2 square is again 9 into 2, which is 18. 2 root 3 square is 2 square is 4. 4 into 3 is 12. So this is how we get this as 18 minus 12, which is 6, which is a rational number. So therefore, the rationalizing factor of 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 is 3 root 2 minus 2 root 3. Rationalize the denominator. Now we understood what are the rationalizing factors. Let us rationalize the denominator. So what are we going to do here? So it is 3 upon root 5. So we will simply multiply by root 5 and divide by root 5. So the multiplying the numerator, we get 3 root 5. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. So 5 is the rational number. We have rationalized the denominator. Right? Next, 2 root 3 again. Denominator is root 5. So we'll have to multiply by root 5. Multiplying by root 5, root 3 into root 5 is going to be root of 15. So 2 root 15 upon root 5 ka square, so which is going to be 2 root 15 upon 5. So this is how denominator is now a rational number. 1 upon root 3 minus root 2, the conjugate. So we'll have to multiply by root 3 plus root 2. Multiplying by root 3 plus root 2. Denominator we have a, this is a minus b into a plus b is going to be a square minus b square. Right? So root 3 square is going to be 3 and minus 2 square is going to be root 2 square is going to be 2. So 3 minus 2 it is going to be 1. So this is how we have rationalized the denominator. So upon 1, which is going to be, okay, 3 upon root 5 plus root 2. Multiply by root 5 minus root 2. So we are rationalizing the denominator. Again, we have the identity a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So 3 multiplied by root 5 is 3 root 5. 3 multiplied by minus root 2 is minus 3 root 2. Root 5 square, a square minus b square. Root 5 square is 5. Root 2 square is 2. So 5 minus 2 denominator is going to be 3. And this is how we have rationalized the denominator. Take 3 common from the numerator. 3 bracket root 5 minus root 2 upon 3. This 3 and 3 can be simplified. Finally, our answer is root 5 minus root 2. So the denominator is 1 now. Right? So we have rationalized it. 2 minus root 3 upon 2 plus root 3. So multiply by 2 minus root 3 because denominator is having the plus sign in between. So again the identity a plus b into a minus b. 2 minus root 3 the whole square. So we use the identity a square plus b square minus 2ab. A minus b the whole square. A minus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is what we have done here. 2 square is 4. Root 3 square is 3. And we get 4 plus 3 minus 2 to the 4 root 3 upon 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 square was 4. Root 3 square was 3. Okay. The next. Try this yourself. Okay. Pause the video and try this yourself. Check the answer. The rationalizing factor is root 3 plus 1. So in the numerator, you get a plus b the whole square, root 3 plus 1 the whole square. Denominator, you have a square minus b square is a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So root 3 square is going to be 3 and 1 square is 1. Expand a plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So root 3 square is 3. 1, 2 ones are 2 root 3 upon 2. So 3 plus 1 is 4. So from here we can take 2 common. So if you take 2 common, 2 plus root 3 upon 2. This 2 got cancelled. So this is how we get the final answer as 2 plus root 3. Yes, what could be the rationalizing factor? Root 3 minus root 2. Multiplying by root 3 minus root 2. In the numerator, you get a minus b the whole square, which is a square minus 2ab plus b square. And denominator, we have a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So root 3 square is 3 and root 2 square is 2. So 3 minus 2 is going to be 1 and root 3 square is going to be 3. So on expanding this further, root 3 square is 3, root 2 square is going to be 2 and root 3 into root 2 is going to be root 6. So 3 plus 2, 5 minus 2 root 6 is our final answer. Next, 6 minus root 5 upon root 6 plus root 5. Okay, so this you get as root 6 minus root 5 is the rationalizing factor. Multiply root 6 minus root 5 the whole square upon a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. Expand this, a minus b the whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So root 6 into root 5 is root 30. Root 6 ka square is 6, root 5 ka square is 5. So we get 6 plus 5 minus 2 root 30 upon 6 minus 5 is 1. So 6 plus 5 is 11 and 11 minus 2 root 30. 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 upon 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2. So the rationalizing factor is going to be here 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 upon 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. So we get here a minus b into a plus b and we are getting here a plus b the whole square. So this is how on rationalizing we get 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 the whole square upon a square minus b square. So 2 square is 4 and root 5 square is 5. So 4 5s are 20. 3 square is 9 and root 2 square is 2. So 9 2s are 18. And we expand this a square plus b square plus 2ab. Doing that we get this is going to be 2 root 5 the whole square. This is going to be inside. 2 root 5 the whole square plus 3 root 2 square plus 2ab, that is 2 into 2 root 5 into 3 root 2. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, root 5 into root 2 is root 10, 20 minus 18 is going to be 2. And doing this, we get this as 2 root 5 square is 20, 3 square is 9, 9 into 2 is going to be 18, 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, root 5 into root 2 is 10, 12 root 10. 20 plus 18, we get this as 38. Now we can take 2 common from here. We are left with 19. 2 into 19 is 38. 2 6 are 12. This 2 got cancelled. Our final answer is 19 plus 6 root 10. Now let us find the values of A and B. So these questions are important. These are there for grade 9, even for CBSE. Okay, so please watch, and if you like it, please share with your CBSE friends as well. Now here what we do, same procedure, we rationalize this. We rationalize this factor and compare the solution with a plus b root 3. Now the rationalizing factor for this is going to be 2 plus root 3. So 2 plus root 3, we multiply and divide by that. So we get 2 plus root 3 the whole square. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. 2 square is going to be 4 and root 3 square is 3. So 2 plus root 3 the whole square is, let us expand this. So we get 2 square, a square plus b square plus 2ab, root 3 square, 4 and 4 root 3. So this is how we get this as 2 square, which was 4, root 3 square is 3 plus 4 root 3 upon 1, which is equal to a plus b. Now still simplify, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 4 root 3. Just comparing with this, you compare 7 and a. So this is how you will get a is equal to 7 and b is equal to 4. Right? Just comparing both of this, you get a is equal to 7 and b is equal to 4. Just comparing both and equating the irrational parts. Okay, now come on, can you try this yourself? Pause the video, try yourself quickly. The rationalizing factor is going to be root 7 minus 2 So just multiply by root 7 minus 2 and you get this as root 7 minus 2 the whole square. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So root 7 square is 7 and 2 square is 4. Expand a minus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, 2 to the 4, 4 root 7. 7 minus 4 was 3. Root 7 square is 7. 2 square is 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. So this is 11 minus 4 root 7 upon 3. Now we will rearrange the terms. We'll take minus 4 root 7 over here. So minus 4 root 7 plus 11 upon 3. So this can be separately written as denominator 3 to the each of this numerator. So we can write this as minus 4 root 7 upon 3 plus 11 upon 3. Now look at this, compare your A. So A is going to be this part, minus 4 by 3, and B is going to be 11 by 3. So this is how you get A root 7 is equal to minus 4 root 7 upon 3 and B is equal to 11 upon 3. When you compare the value of A, this leave that root 7. So A is equal to minus 4 by 3 and B is equal to 11 by 3. Got it? Find the values of A and B again in this question. So rationalize the denominator, children. So root 3 plus root 2 would be a rationalizing factor, multiply. So 3 multiplied by root 3 plus root 2 in the numerator. So 3 multiplied by root 3 is going to be 3 root 3. And A minus B into A plus B, you have A square minus B square. So root 3 square is 3 and root 2 square is 2. So you get 3 minus 2 is 1. So when you simplify, you get 3 root 3 plus 3 root 2. So we have got in the form of A root 3 minus B root 2. So now here it is 3 root 3 plus 3 root 2, right? But here it is A root 3 minus B root 2. So if I have to compare this, this is going to be A root 3 minus B root 2 is 3 root 2. So how did I get this minus sign? So here this is going to be 3 root 3 minus of minus 3 root 2, only then it is comes. So when I now compare these two terms, what I get the value of B as minus 3. Getting it? So this is how we get the value of B as minus 3. 5 plus 3 root 2 upon 5 minus 3 root 2. Rationalize the denominator. So 5 plus 3 root 2 is your rationalizing factor. Multiply in the numerator, you get A plus B the whole square. 5 plus 3 root 2 the whole square. Denominator, you have A minus B into A plus B format. So which is equal to A square minus B square. So expand this, use the identity A plus B the whole square. So A square, that is 5 square plus 3 root 2 square plus 2AB, that is 2 into 5 into 3 root 2. 5 square is 25, 3 square is 9 and root 2 square is 2. This is how 9 to the 18. Expand it further, 5 square is 25, 3 root 2 square was 18. 25 plus 18 is going to be 43 plus 30 root 2 upon 7. Let us separate this now. A plus B root 2 is 43 plus 30 root 2 upon 7. So which we can write as 43 upon 7 plus 30 upon 7 root 2. Now compare A and this is your A and this is your B. So this is going to be your B. So this is how you get the value of A as 43 by 7 and B is 30 by 7. Simplify. Now here what we do is we'll have to rationalize the denominator of both the parts. We have to rationalize the denominator for both the parts over here. So let us start rationalizing the denominator of each term and simultaneously we can do that. So the rationalizing factor for this one is going to be root 3 minus 1, 2 root 3 minus 1. Okay, and rationalizing factor for 2 root 3 minus 1 is going to be 2 root 3 plus 1. Now let us simplify it further. So 22, let us simplify the numerators. So 22 into 2 is 44 root 3. 22 into 2 root 3 is 44 root 3. 22 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 22. This is A plus B into A minus B, which is 2 root 3 square minus 1 square. 17 2s are 34 root 3. 17 into 2 root 3. 17 1s are 17. Again, this is A minus B into A plus B is A square minus B square. Now we have denominator same, 12 minus 1, which is 11 and 11. Then we can keep the denominator once and add. We know how to add the like fractions. So 44 root 3 plus 34 root 3 is going to be 78 root 3, and minus 22 plus 17 is minus 5. And this is our final answer. Let's move on to the next. Root 2. Again, we'll be rationalizing the each part. So simultaneously, we are going to rationalize. So rationalizing factor of root 6 minus root 2 is root 6 plus root 2. Let us multiply numerator and denominator by that. Here, root 6 plus root 2, the rationalizing factor is root 6 minus root 2. So root 2 into 6 is going to be root 12, and root 2 into root 2 is 4. So we get this as root 2 into root 6. Okay. And this is denominator, you have root 6 square minus root 2 square. So root 3 minus root 6 into root 6. So how did we get this? Root 2 into root 6. This is what? And root 2 into 2, we got this as 2. Okay. Root 3 into root 6. This is how we'll get root 3 into 6. 3 6 is 18. And root 3 into root 2 is root 6. Let us simplify this further. So 6 can be written as 2 into 3, right? This can be written 6 is equal to 2 into 3. That is what we are going to put over here. Now this 2 into 2, when it comes out of the root, this part is going to be 2 root 3. Now this 3 into 3, when it comes out, it is going to be 2. So this part is going to be 3 root 2. Okay. So doing that, we get it as 2 root 3 plus 2 minus 3 root 2 minus 6 minus root 6, and 6 minus 2 was 4. Let us open the bracket here. 2 root 3 plus 2 minus 3 root 2 minus 6. So we get minus 3 root 2 minus of minus, this becomes plus root 6 upon 4. Nothing can be added over here, children. So because this is root 3, this is root 2, and this is root 6. So this is the itself, this itself was a simplified form. We cannot simplify it further. Okay, we cannot add, none of them is the like terms over here. Clear? If x is equal to root 5 minus 2 upon root 5 plus 2, and y is equal to root 5 plus 2 upon root 5 minus 2, find the value of x square, y square, xy, and x square plus y square plus xy. So for finding the value of this, x is given. So let us first rationalize the denominator and we simplify the value of x. Rationalizing the denominator, we multiply by root 5 minus 2 on, so root 5 minus 2 the whole square, and a plus b into a minus b is again a square minus b square. Root 5 square is 5, 2 square is going to be 4, a minus b the whole square, let us expand. Root 5 square plus 2 square minus 2ab. So simplify this, 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 minus 4 root 5 is the simplified form of x. Okay, now we are asked to find the value of x square. So let us now find the value of x square. So x square is equal to 9 minus 4 root 5 the whole square. Use the identity a minus b the whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So we get this as 9 square, which is 81. Okay, plus b square. Plus b square means 4 root 5 ka square. So 4 root, this is your 4 root 5 square. This is your 4 root 5 ka square. So 4 square is 16 and root 5 square is 5. So this is how you get 16 into 5. Okay. And 2ab, that is 2 into 9 into 4 root 5. So 2 9 the 18, 18 4 the 72 root 5. This is how we got this. Okay. So 81, 16 5 the 80. So 81 plus 80 is 161 minus 72 root 5 is the value of x square. Right. Now let us find the value of y. Y square. For that, we will be first finding the value of y. So let us rationalize the denominator of y. So root 5 minus 2. So the rationalizing factor is root 5 plus 2. So simplify it. Again, we have a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. This is going to be a plus b the whole square. Let us simplify. Root 5 plus 2 the whole square is root 5 square, which is 5, plus 2 square, which is 4. 2ab, that is 2 into root 5, which is going to be 4 root 5. Root 5 square is 5 and 2 square is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9 plus 4 root 5 is the value of y. Now we got the value of y. Let us find y square. So the value of y square a plus b the whole square is a square. That is 9 square is 81. 4 root 5 ka square is 80, because 4 square is 16 and root 5 square is 5. So 16 5 is 80. 2ab, that is 2 into 9 into 4 root 5. 2 9 is 18, 18 4 is 72. So A180 plus 81 is going to be 161 plus 72 root 5 is the value of y square. Right? Now let us find the value of xy. So value of x was 9 minus root 5 and value of y was 9 plus 4 root 5. Now we have a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So 9 square minus 4 root 5 square. 9 square was 81, 4 root 5 square is 80. 81 minus 80 is 1. So the value of xy we got. Now we have to find the value of x square plus y square plus xy. Let us put value of x square, we had got 161 minus 72 plus root 5, and value of y square was 161 plus 72 root 5 plus 1. The value of xy was 1. Minus 72 root 5 plus 72 root 5 got cancelled. Add 161 plus 161 plus 1. You get this as 323. Got it? Let's start question number 7. So m is 1 upon 3 minus 2 root 2 and n is 1 upon 3 plus 2 root 2. You have to find the value of m, n square and mn. The same as we did in the previous question. So go on solving this. This is rationalize the denominator. Let us find the simplified version of m. So rationalizing the denominator, multiplying by 3 plus 2 root 2, we get 3 plus 2 root 2 upon a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. 3 square is 9 and 2 root 2 square is 8. So 9 minus 8 is going to be 1. So we get 3 plus 2 root 2. Right? So the value of m. Now let us find the value of n. So n the simplified form, then we'll find the n square. So 3 plus 2 root 2. Rationalizing factor is 3 minus 2 root 2. Multiply. Numerator is going to be 1 into 3 minus root 2. 2 root 2 is 3 minus 2 root 2. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. 3 square is 9. 2 root 2 square is 8. Denominator is going to be 1. So 3 minus 2 root 2 is the value of n. Now find n square. So square that. 3 plus 2 root 2 the whole square. So 3 plus 2 root 2 the whole square. Value of m square first we are finding. So which is a square. 3 square plus b square, that is 2 root 2 square, plus 2ab. So 2ab is 2. This is 2 into 3 into 2 root 2. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12. That is how 12 root 2. 9 plus 8 is 17, 17 plus 12 root 2. M square is 3 minus 2 root 2 the whole square. Again, a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this is how 9 plus 8 is 17 minus 12 root 2. Now find m and take the product of these two. Value of m and n, 3 plus 2 root 2 into 3 minus root 2. This is the easiest one. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So a square is going to be 9. And that is 3 square is going to be 9. 2 root 2 square is 8. 2 square is 4. Root 2 square is 2. 4 to the 8, which is going to be 1. Got it? If x is equal to 2 root 3 plus 2 root 2, find the value of 1 upon x plus 1 upon x, and x plus 1 upon x the whole square. Okay. So the value of x is given. Let us find 1 upon x. Now if it is 1 upon x, denominator is an irrational number. Let us rationalize it. So on rationalizing the denominator, we multiply by 2 root 3 minus 2 root 2 upon 2 root 3 minus 2 root 2. Numerator we have 2 root 3 minus 2 root 2. A square minus b square, because it is a plus b into a minus b. So 2 root 3 square, 2 square is 4, root 3 square is 3, 4 3s are 12, and this is going to be 8. So 12 minus 8. So 12 minus 8 is 4. Take 2 common from the numerator. Taking 2 common, you get this as denominator, you will get cancelled. So from here, 2 can be taken common. So we are left with root 3 minus root 2 upon 4. So 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. This is how you get root 3 minus root 2 upon 2. Now we have to find the value of x plus 1 upon x. So value of x was given this, and value of 1 upon x we have calculated root 3 minus root 2 upon 2. Right? So here now the LCM is going to be 2. So the denominator here is 1. So we'll have to multiply by 2 to the each term. So this is how this becomes 2 to the 4 root 3. 2 into 2 is 4 root 2 plus root 3 minus root 2 upon 2. Now 4 root 3 plus root 3 is going to be 5 root 3 and 4 root 2 minus 1 root 2 is going to be 3 root 2. Right? So x plus 1 upon x we got as 5 root 3 plus 3 root 2 upon 2. Now we have to find the value of x plus 1 upon x the whole square. So x plus 1 upon x the whole square. Let us expand this. A plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab, denominator का again square. So 5 root 3 square is 5 का square is 25 and root 3 square is 3. So 25 3 is this is going to be 75. 3 square is 9 and 9 into 2 this is 18. 2 5s are 10, 10 3s are 30 and root 3 into root 2 is going to be root 6. 2 square is 4. 75 plus 18 we get 93 plus 30 root 6 upon 4. Right now nothing can be taken common, so this is going to be our answer for x plus 1 upon x the whole square. Let's start with question number 9. If x is equal to 1 minus root 2, find x minus 1 upon x the whole cube. So let us first find the value of 1 upon x now. Since x is given, now we will be finding the value of 1 upon x. So 1 upon x is 1 upon 1 minus root 2. Let us rationalize. So rationalizing factor is 1 plus root 2. Multiplying by 1 plus root 2, a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So we get this as 1 plus 2 root 2 upon 1 square minus root 2 square. Minus root 2 square is going to be again here minus 2. So we get this as denominator as minus 1. So if the denominator is minus 1, we multiply by minus 1 to the numerator and denominator. So we get this as minus in bracket 1 plus root 2. So we now found the value of 1 upon x. Let us now find x minus 1 upon x. So x is 1 minus root 2 and 1 upon x is minus 1 plus minus 1 minus root 2. We open the bracket. When we open the bracket, minus into minus 1 is going to be plus 1. Minus into minus root 2 is going to be plus root 2. So this is how you get 1 minus root 2 plus 1 plus root 2. Root 2 minus this root 2 minus root 2 plus root 2 got cancelled. This became 0. And 1 plus 1, we get the value of x minus 1 upon x as 2. And now it is easy. X minus 1 upon x, the whole cube is simply going to be 2 cube, which is going to be 8. Got it? If x is equal to 5 minus 2 root 6, find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. So if x is given, let us find 1 upon x. So 1 upon x is 1 upon 5 minus 2 root 6. Rationalizing factor is 5 plus 2 root 6. Let's multiply. So multiplying by the rationalizing factor, rationalizing the denominator, a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So numerator we have 5 plus 2 root 6 upon 5 square minus 2 root 6 square. 2 square is 4, root 6 square is 6. So it is 4, 6 are 24. So 5 square is 25 minus 24, which is 1. So we got the value of 1 upon x as 5 plus 2 root 6. Correct? Now let us find the value of x square. So the value of x square is going to be, now let us find the value of x plus 1 upon x, because you are asked to find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square. Then we will be doing the whole square. So x plus 1 upon x, x is 5 minus 2 root 6 and the value of 1 upon x is 5 plus 2 root 6. Let us add this minus 2 root 6 plus 2 root 6 becomes 0 over here, and 5 plus 5 you get the value of x plus 1 upon x as 10. Right? Now let us find the value of x square plus 1 upon x square, which is x plus 1 upon x the whole square minus 2. We know this identity, we have learned in expansions as well. Put the value of x plus 1 upon x as 10. So 10 square minus 2, 10 square is 100 and 100 minus 2, you get the value of x square plus 1 upon x square as 98. Got it? Show that 1 upon 3 minus 2 root 2 minus 1 upon 2 root 2 minus root 7 minus 1 upon root 7 minus root 6 minus 1 upon root 6 minus root 5 plus 1 upon root 5 minus 2 is equal to 5. This is easy. So what we are going to do here, each term, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 terms here. So each terms we are going to rationalize separately and then we are going to add. So this is your LHS, left hand side of this equation, and RHS is 5. So we start rationalizing each term. So we rationalize the first term, which is 1 upon 3 minus 2 root 2. On rationalizing this, we get it as, using again the same question we have solved several times. So on rationalizing this, we get it as 3 square was 9, 9 minus 8 is 1, 3 plus 2 root 2, right? Second, let us start rationalizing 1 upon 2 root 2 minus root 7. So the rationalizing factor is 2 root 2 plus root 7. Use the identity a minus b into plus b is a square minus b square. 2 root 2 ka square is 8. 8 minus root 7 ka square is 1. So 7. So 8 minus 7 is going to be 1. So we get this as 2 root 2 plus root 7. Look, right? Now let us rationalize the third part of this. The third part is 1 upon root 7 minus root 6. Rationalizing factor is root 7 plus root 6. So multiplying by that, again we have a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. Can you see that every time we are getting denominator 1? So root 7 ka square is 7 and root 6 ka square is 6. So 7 minus 6 is going to be 1. So every time the denominator is getting 1. Okay, so we get 7 root 7 plus 6, right? So what are we observing here? The rationalizing factor, when we are rationalizing factor of the denominator is going to be the numerator. That is what we are finding here. Now, when it was 1 upon root 7 minus root 6, what we, after rationalizing this, we are getting root 7 plus root 6, right? Just the rationalizing factor of the denominator. So that is the trick that you have to remember. Next, when we are going to rationalize, what do you think we'll get the answer? We should get the answer as root 6 plus root 5. Let us check. So are we getting root 6 plus root 5? Yes, we are getting root 6 plus root 5. Now we are left with the last part, 1 upon root 5 minus 2. Let us rationalize it. We should get root 5 plus root. Are we getting it? Root 5 square is going to be 5 and 2 square is 4. Yes, we are getting it as root 5 plus 2. Now that we have rationalized each of those terms, let us add them now. Put the values, add them all. When you add them all, we are putting the value. Look, the rationalizing factor of this is what we got it as 3 plus root 2. Rationalizing factor of this, when we simplified, we got this as 2 root 2 plus root 7, right? 2 root 2 plus root 7. And now 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 got cancelled. This minus root 7 plus root 7 got cancelled. Root 6 minus root 6 got cancelled. Minus root 5 plus root 5 got cancelled. And we are left with only 3 plus 2, and 3 plus 2 is 5, which is our RHS. And that is how we have proved this. Got it? We move on to the next question. Rationalize the denominator. Now here the rationalizing factor is going to be, you have to take this one complete together and this plus 1. So this root wala thing will take together. So the rationalizing factor is going to be root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. Right? So root 3 minus root 2 minus 1. Let us put that in bracket. Let us take this together. So we have here a plus b into a minus b. So the denominator is going to be a square minus b square. So a square, that is root 3 minus root 2 the whole square minus 1 square. Let us use the identity a square minus b square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So root 3 ka square is 3. Root 2 ka square is 2 minus 2ab, that is 2 root 3 into root 2, which is going to be 2 root 6 here. So we get root 3 minus root 2 minus 1 upon 4 minus 2 root 6. Now yet we have to rationalize it further because the denominator is yet an irrational number. On rationalizing it further, the rationalizing factor now becomes 4 plus 2 root 6. On multiplying this, now by each term we are going to multiply. 4 into root 3 is going to be 4 root 3. Then 4 into root 2 minus root 2 is going to be minus 4 root 2. 4 into minus 1 is going to be minus 4. This is additional here. And then let us multiply by 2 root 6. So 2 root 6 into 3 is going to be 2 root 18. 2 root 6 into minus root 2 is going to be minus 2 root 12. Root 6 into root 2 is root 12. And 2 root 6 into minus 1 is going to be minus 2 root 6. And a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So 4 square is 16 and 2 root 6 square. 2 root 6 ka square. 2 square is 4, root 6 ka square is 6. So this is how we get 4 into 6, which is going to be 24, right? So let us simplify this further. Now 18, how will we separate this 18? So this 18 is root of 18 is equal to root of 9 into 2. So when it comes out, it becomes 3 root 2, right? This is how this became. Root 18 has become 3 root 2 over here. Can you see this? Root 18. This root 18 has become 3 root 2 over here. Now root of 12 is, you can write as root of 12 is equal to root of 4 into 3, one perfect square. So root of 4, this is going to be, when it comes out, 2 root 3. So that is how root 12 has become 2 root 3. Got it? So let us simplify this further now. So on simplifying this further, we can get this as 4 root 3 minus 4 root 2 minus 4 plus 6 root 2 minus 4 root 3 minus 2 root 6 upon 8. Okay, simplify this further, you get it as, now 4 root 3 minus root 3 is going to be 0. This 4 root 3, this 4 root 3 minus 4 root 3 has gone. Okay, minus 4 root 2 plus 6 root 2 is going to be 2 root 2. So this is how you get this as 2 root 2 minus 2 root 6 minus 4 upon minus 8. What can be taken common? 2 can be taken common. Take 2 common, root 2 minus root 6 upon minus 2 upon 8. So let us simplify. 2 ones are 2, 4s are 8. So we get this as root 2 minus root 6 minus 2 upon minus 4. And take this, multiply by minus 1 to both numerator and denominator. When I multiply by minus 1 here, minus 1 here, this becomes 1 by 4. This minus 2 is into minus 1 is going to be plus 2. Minus 1 into root 2 is going to be minus 2. Minus 1 into root 6 becomes positive root 6. Got it? So this is the simplified form. Now, if root 2 is equal to 1.4 and root 3 is equal to 1.7, find the value of each of the following correct to one decimal place. Right? So 1 upon root 3 minus root 2. So we are not going to put the value of root 3 minus root 2 here directly. So we will be rationalizing it. On rationalizing this, we get it as, because again 1 upon in decimal to convert is going to be difficult, right? So we rationalize the denominator. Rationalizing the denominator, we get this as root 3 plus root 2. Root 3 value is 1.7 and root 2 value is 1.4. Add these two, you get it as 3.1, correct to one decimal place. Right? Now the next part of this, we have to find 1 upon 3 plus 2 root 2. Let us rationalize it. Multiplying by 3 minus 2 root 2. So we get the 3 minus 2 root 2 upon, now a square minus b square again. 3 square is 9, 2 root 2 square is 8. So denominator we are going to get 1. So 3 minus 2 root 2 left. Put the value of root 3 as 1.7, root 2 as 1.4. So 1.4 into 2 you get 2.8. 3 minus 2.8 is 0.2. Got it? The last part of this question, 2 minus root 3 upon root 3, easy. Rationalizing factor is going to be root 3. Multiply. So 2 into root 3 is 2 root 3. And root 3 into root 3 is 3. Root 3 into root 3 was 3 again here. So let us put the value. So we get the value of root 3 as 1.7 minus 3 upon 3. 1.7 into 2 is 3.4. 3.4 minus 3 is 0.4 and 0.4 upon 3, you get it as 0.133. Okay. And if you are asked to correct one decimal place, so the answer to correct one decimal place is going to be, it is going to be 0.1, just to one decimal place. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. So evaluate 4 minus root 5 upon 4 plus root 5. This is easy. We are going to rationalize each of these parts. So let us rationalize this 4 minus root 5 upon 4 plus root 5. The rationalizing factor was 4 minus root 5. On doing this, we get this as 4 minus root 5 the whole square. A plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. 4 square is 16. 16 minus 5, which we get it as, denominator we get it as 11, and 4 square is 16, root 5 square is 5, 2 4s are 8, 8 root 5. Add this 16 plus 5, we get 23. we get 16 plus 5, you get 21, and 21 minus 8 root 5 upon 11, right? So this is for what? This was for this part. Now we have to find for this part also. So let us rationalize this second part of this. Rationalizing the second part again. So rationalizing factor was 4 plus root 5. Numerator we have a plus b the whole square. Denominator we have a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. So expand a square plus b square plus 2ab. You get it as 16 plus 5 plus 8 root 5 upon 11, which is 21 plus 8 root 5 upon 11. Now let us put the values here. Plus 8 root 5 minus 8 root 5, and this is plus 8 root 5, both got cancelled. So 21 plus 21, we got 42 upon 11, and 42 upon 11 in the mixed fraction, we get 3, 9 upon 11. Got it? The last question of this exercise, you are given 2 plus root 5 upon 2 minus root 5 as x, and 2 minus root 5 upon 2 plus root 5 as y, and you are asked to find the value of x square minus y square. So let us first rationalize x and y values. So the rationalizing factor here is 2 plus root 5. Multiplying by that and simplifying a plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Denominator you have a minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. 2 square is 4, 4 minus 5 minus 1. So we get in the numerator 9 plus 4 root 5 upon minus 1 is the value of x. Let us find the value of y. So y is 2 minus root 5 upon 2 plus root 5. Rationalizing factor is 2 minus root 5. So multiply, you get a minus b the whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. Denominator we have a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. 2 square is 4, root 5 square is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 minus 4 root 5 upon minus 1. So these are the values of x and y that we have got with the rational denominator. Let us now find the value of x square minus y square. Put the value of x was 9 plus 4 root 5 upon minus 1. Let us make the square of that. Value of y was 9 minus 4 root 5 upon minus 1 the whole square. So the numerator, this is going to be minus 1 is going to be positive. So we get here a plus b the whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab upon minus 1 square, right? Minus 1 square is going to be 1. And then on simplifying this, we get this as 81 plus 80 plus 72 root 5. And here we get it as 81 minus 80 minus 72 root 5 when we expand this. Open the bracket. So 81 plus 80. So we get this 81 plus 80 is 161 plus 72 root 5. And 81 plus 80 was 161. So minus 161 plus minus into minus is plus 72 root 5. Now this minus 72 root 5 and plus 72 minus this 161 and negative 161 got cancelled. So 72 plus 72 we get 144 root 5 is our final answer. Got it? Did you understand? Okay. If you like the video, please share with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.